Alright, time for another quick update. I'll keep this one short. Since Mr. Fireman gave me a shout out, figured I'd start this video off with a nice little thanks to him. Started off like he does his. My temps aren't quite as nice as his, but humidity, it's better today. It rained all yesterday and day before, and it's actually cooling off now at 86. It was about 90 earlier. Figured I'd got done, grab me a nice cold refreshment. But anyways, of course, since I'm talking about him, I also got to share my jealousy for his shop. I wish mine was as big as his and I could fit a lift, because I would definitely have one. But on to what I was playing with. I went ahead and bit the bullet and I ordered the entire driver's side today, since it is truck freight and they want to charge $125 for shipping, whether it's one item or 20. So I ordered the whole rear quarter, I ordered the door shell, the whole shell, not messing with skins anymore, and a new fender. This door is not in the worst of shape, but I did the previous repair on it, which I didn't even, I don't know, yeah, you can see it up here. I didn't even bother sanding away the filler inside of it where it couldn't be seen really at the time. You can see it's all blobbed up where I never went back and smoothed over the, where I had the over white. But anyways, this door had a patch put in down here in this section. I did a little quick sheet metal patch, rebonded it, painted it. That was part of the reason why it's got the two-tone color, which I actually started to like. But anyways, on to the quarter. Fireman, I think it was him that, yeah, his video that he uploaded just either today or yesterday was talking about where to do the cut and how to do the sail panel. Well, here's the weld, here's the solder. I went ahead and took a little paint slash Bondo removing tool to peel this back so you can see. I don't know if you can tell where it's, see if I can get a light on where it's starting to get scuffed real bad right there. You can see a little piece of the solder there. But all that where it's digging in, all of this is solder. There's not much room from where the previous weld was and where the solder seam is. I don't know if I can do it like along this groove here, or if that'll be too close for welding in the new. I really don't know. Hopefully y'all can give me some input. Like I said, this is the original metal here. The original metal follows up pretty much where my thumb is. It overlaps where they did the skin all along here. I'm just running my finger inside along the original. So it overlaps it by about, I don't know, ½ inch to an inch, depending on where it's at, with the old and the skin that they put over it. And I really don't want to dig into this, because all that is original. Really don't want to mess with that solder, even though I have a solder kit that is, actually I don't even know, it's in one of these boxes over here. I think that one right there on the bottom. But I have the lead-free solder kit from Eastwood that I played with. I actually tried to do a piece down here. It does not work on vertical shit. Could not get it to stick. It just rolled right off, even with flux. I ended up having to do Bondo and or fiberglass and Bondo, and it ended up being terrible anyways. Came back through because I didn't have anything but rattle can at the time. That was when I was just getting into body work. But that's where I'm at. I just went ahead and went down this line so you could see all the way down it. They pretty much did about a ½ inch down from the body line and welded there. Now I know the new quarter, I don't remember if it has this lip or not. I think it cuts off like right here. It's just this overlap piece. I don't know. Yeah, you can see the spot welds there, so I guess it's just that little inside lip maybe, and just sets in there. Not sure. I'll have to see it when I get it, but I know it includes this piece right here. All of that. So I don't know if I want to leave this, because this is actually in decent shape, minus this little bit of a nick there, which it had like some big primer buildup or Bondo shit, kind of like how this is. I don't know if you can really make that out or not, but it was kind of like that. I just knocked it away with a screwdriver and kind of bent it up so I could treat underneath it as much as I can if I'm leaving it. I don't know if I want to leave this though, or go ahead and cut through these spot welds, pull that whole section off, and weld the new one in. I'm probably gonna go ahead and tech screw the mini tub back in. Give you an idea of how it looks out of the car. It's pretty beastie. I want to say that I'm terrible with tire sizes, but I want to say it said it can fit up to like a 335 or something like that. Maybe it's 235. I don't have my other wheels close to me, and I suck with tire sizes, but it's a pretty big wheel. It can fit in there. I think it's a 335. But while I'm waiting on those to arrive, they'll probably be about a week on shipping at least, if not 2. I might start playing with the other side, cutting away the floor and getting ready to do the mini tubs on this side. I might do this one a little bit different. I was thinking of doing how, I'm terrible with names, and I can't place who it was, but somebody, I think it was a Camaro he was working on, and it might have been Joe Daddy that did it. But I want to say he took his floor and he cut sections and he bent his down to form a lip to weld to for his, which most of the mini tub is going to weld straight to the rail, but back here I think it'll need a seam to weld to, and I want to say up at the very front it does too. So I might just cut it and bend that down to have something to weld to, and I can just hammer it in further and further how I need it. Because this side over here, I'm going to have to make some kind of seam, which I've seen people just, cut out sheet metal and put a lip on it, weld a lip along this ridge, and then just grind off the extra weld to make it smooth. I was actually thinking of going the opposite way and welding the lip onto the mini tub, bring the mini tub in, and from inside the car, bend it down, and then just weld it on top, do an overlapping weld, or even cut it back and butt weld it where I need it. But I don't know if anybody's ever done that. Give a little bit of info or input, whatever you think is the best route to go on that. I know I've got to weld something on the inside to give it some strength, so I may have to do a lip one way or another. But that's where I'm at. I don't really feel like messing with this anymore. I just got done cutting the grass, came out here and just kind of wanted to knock this Bondo off and get this ready so I can make a video and show everybody where I was at on it. I went ahead and did the door and the fender just so I can get all my body lines straight on one side, and then I'll do the whole other side later. The body line on this door actually seemed to fit up with it not latched. It seems like when it latches, it's in a little bit too far. I don't know if you can make that out real clear or not, but I don't know if that's just from where I was pulling on this that it brought it out, because I know it used to be lined up perfect, or if my strike has moved any, or my hinge or anything has moved some from pulling it off. But I figured I'd get the new shell on there, mount up the front fender, mount up the rear quarter, and get all my lines straight before I go welding anything in. And I want to say I shouldn't need the trunk lid, I don't think, since my trunk line and everything is still here. I don't plan on taking this part out, but I might go ahead and hook it up just in case. Or not hook it up, but lay it in place, because I mean I can't really hook it up. My damn my hinge mounts or my hinge points are unwelded. I guess I could bend these down, put the hinge on, and it'd just be hanging. I really don't know, but I'll probably just lay the lid on to make sure that my tail panel is at the right height before I go welding anything. Make sure I don't need to jack these up any before I make any welds, because it might have sagged a little bit. But like I said, once again, thanks for the shout out, fireman. I definitely appreciate it. You got me several more subscribers. I want to thank everybody that's subscribed, my old folks that have been with me for a while, been watching, been giving helpful tips along the way. Everybody new that subbed from the shout out. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subbing.